Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the founder of Mrs. Linda Seasoning. It's the hottest thing on the market. You're going to hear her incredible journey next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I've got to tell you, I don't think I've ever had a guest in this studio who was so wildly popular with my team. Mrs. Linda Henderson, came into the studio with some Henderson Chicken.
Yes.
And I saw employees I haven't seen in months.
Well, I'm glad they're enjoying
They came
it.
in from all over the building to eat with us and laugh, and it's all seasoned with Mrs. Linda. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me today,
And for
Jeff.
feeding my team.
Absolutely. I'm glad they enjoyed it.
All right, we're gonna talk about your seasoning in a second, but I want to hear, this is the Henderson Chicken is just a famous chicken in Dallas-Fort Worth. This has been in your family for 60 years?
Yes, it's been in the family over 60 years.
And what is it about it? Why is it such an iconic brand?
Oh, for one thing, we were late night chicken. We were the first people that were open late night for chicken. And the best chicken in town. And here it is here. And it's the way it's served also.
It's beautiful, and it tastes really good, and it's all seasoned with Mrs. Linda. So let's talk about your seasoning for a minute. How long had you been working on this particular brand?
Well, I've been working on it at least 6 years on the seasoning, and I've created about 9 different seasonings, but Mrs. Linda's is the favorite of all. It's our all-purpose seasoning, and we season it on our chicken. We use it on our chicken.
Absolutely. Well, I know that, having the innovation, I'm not that creative when it comes to cooking or anything in the kitchen. Did you have to go through a lot of different recipes before you found the thing that you said, okay, this is it?
Yes, I did. And then also to be able to use it on all types of food.
Yes.
We do on eggs. It's all purpose.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Steak,
Well,
but chicken especially.
You can't go wrong with that. So
Yes.
we're going to show the website, and we're going to scroll down your beautiful website because I love it. I mean, it just really, it makes your mouth water just looking at, that delicious steak off the top and all those different kinds of seasonings. So how many seasonings do you have right now?
We have 9.
9.
Yes.
And each one is slightly different. And so when you're introducing someone to your seasoning for the first time, do you start them off with one and say, then as you expand your palate, you move into others?
Yes, I do. And the main one I start them off with is Mrs. Linda's seasoning, because so many times they've already tasted it. They ate it on the chicken. So now we sell it at all of the locations.
Brilliant.
And then from there they can go to the website and order the rest.
Brilliant. And she is prolific on social media. She's making all these great little videos, and here's my favorite.
Okay. Today I said I'd prepare something different. I do a nice chicken tender, always prepared with Mrs. Linda's seasoning, and then I'm going to serve this over a bed of pasta with a tossed green salad, and it is simply delicious. You must try it. Make sure Mrs. Linda's seasoning, you can use it on everything. Bon appetit.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting hungry. so when people sample your seasoning for the first time, what's their reaction?
Well, you know what? They really like it. And from there, it's like, oh, wow, what else can I use this on? And then I let them know it's all purpose.
Yes.
You can use it on chicken tenders, as they just saw.
Yep.
Steak, eggs. On eggs, it is just fabulous. It's really a good all-purpose seasoning, but definitely on your fried chicken.
And tell me about, like, since you have 9 different varieties, do they go from mild to spicy, or what's your theme when you come up with a new seasoning?
Oh, well, really, I guess it would be spicy, but then we have another one that's quite important. And let me show you here. This one is our salt-free herbal blend.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, they cannot have salt. And when I tell you the taste of this is amazing, it is. Amazing product, amazing price. This is a very good seasoning.
And I love the way you display it in this case here.
Thank you.
When somebody buys it, do they buy a set at a time, or how does that work?
Yes, a lot of times they do buy a set at a time. And we have one that's really good. It's a cinnamon and nutmeg blend. A lot of times you always have to buy cinnamon by itself or nutmeg by itself.
Yes.
So I had this blended. And it's great. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. I even use it in coffee cakes.
Really?
Yeah, it's excellent.
Are you always inventing? Like, in your mind, are you working on number 10?
Yes,
Yeah?
I am.
Well, don't tell anybody.
Okay, I won't. We got something else going on.
Well, I told you that she's the most popular guest we've had in this company in a long time because
Thank
she
you.
brought us Henderson Chicken. We've got some pictures that we want to show of the chicken. Now, this is before my team devoured it, but delicious, right? And each one of them has a little bit of that special love called Mrs. Linda on it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Thank
and then you brought in the pickles, you brought in the carrots, you brought in the French fries.
I just brought you the whole bag. And this is how it's served all the time. It comes with the bread at the bottom, chicken, French fries, pickles and peppers on top, and seasoning on that chicken and on the fries. And then the rest permeates down to the bread.
Yes. Well, listen, we've got about 2 minutes left. And I know there are young entrepreneurs out there who are watching this segment, and they're going to run out and they're going to get their chicken. They're going to get your seasoning. What advice do you give to a young entrepreneur who's got a dream like you have?
Yes. One thing is always stay focused, but the most important thing is to ask God to lead you and direct you. Ask Him for the guidance, and He will present it to you. And always be thankful for everything that has happened and that is happening for you.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful way to leave this segment. We're also going to end with the website, which is mrslindaseasoning.com. The great Linda Henderson. Mrs. Linda, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.
All right.